Hello everybody and welcome back to FIFA 23, where we're about to take on Aston Villa, who sit above us in the table. 15 points for them, 9 points for us, but we're coming off the back of a wonderful win over Leeds United. So let's get straight into this one, no messing around. See you at game day. Hello everybody and welcome to Villa Park for Aston Villa versus Fulham. And well, 3 changes have been reported to the Fulham team since their win over Leeds United in the last game. But the home team, Aston Villa, are in good form. They find themselves just above mid-table in the league, well above Fulham, who are just floating above the relegation zone. But this should be a very interesting game. Alexander Mitrovic finding his form for the Putney team, and the rest of the Fulham squad chipping in here and there with a couple of goals, which is lovely. That man there on your screen needs to score a few more. Steven Gerrard will be hoping that he doesn't. But the Aston Villa team are performing pretty well. Let's go through the lineups. So the home team, Aston Villa, then line up with Emilio Martinez in goal, Mata, Bednarak, Konza and Digne at the back. McGinn, Kamara and Rabiot are the midfield 3, with Leon Bailey, Taremi and Coutinho making up the rest of the 11. Lots of new signings then. Rabiot, Taremi in there as well. Digne, Konza, Bednarak and Mata are surely going to be put under pressure from Alexander Mitrovic. Fulham's team in the 5-2-1-2 is Leno, Livramento, Denier, Diop, Adebayo and Robinson, so both fullbacks change for this game. Sanson and Burge partner each other in midfield. Harry Wilson sits behind Martial and Alexander Mitrovic. Pereira drops to the bench, as does Mbabu and Kurzawa. Makoko still looking for his first Premier League goal for the club. So Anthony Martial is to get this one underway, as we're getting a few early touches across the back four. Now the American here, Robinson, has come into the team on occasions and done pretty well, fighting for that starting spot with Kurzawa on the left-hand side. And it's the same on the other side as well, as new signing Livramento, who is Marco Silva's man this summer. He brought him in, fighting with Mbabu for that starting spot at right back. But plenty of games this season to come, so both of them and all the fullbacks will be getting plenty of game time, I'm sure. The Fulham board have come out and said how delighted they are with Marco Silva. He's doing a fantastic job for them, and he's hoping that they can stick with him for the time being and go to the next level, as Diop just keeps the ball, goes all the way back to Leno. So Leno comes out to toss in Adebayo, who's rumoured to be getting a new contract relatively soon in this season, as Martial flicks that one on nicely to Livramento. And it goes towards Sanson. Sanson, ball through. Martial's there, cuts it back. It's loads of space and time, and Wilson can't finish. Mitrovic tries to, good save from Martinez, and he then pounces on the loose ball. Wilson really should have done better from there on his favoured left foot. Just hit it straight into the defender that was found to be in front of him, as Rabiot, signed from Juventus for Aston Villa, looks to bring the ball forward. Obviously heavily linked with Man United all through the summer transfer window. Nothing happened there, but he has moved to Aston Villa and finds himself playing in the Midlands. 20 minutes gone, 0-0 in this one, as Denier is looking to get this game back underway. Martial drops very deep to come and get that ball, as Mitrovic can grab this one here, and it's Robinson. Looks in towards Harry Wilson. Harry Wilson just looking to keep the ball, overhits it into the path of Robinson though, and the American couldn't get that. Here is Adrien Rabiot bringing the ball forward from defence, and that's a great challenge from Denier to win that one. Was literally taking no prisoners. Robinson looks all the way over to Martial, picks him out. Wilson takes over, but again, just a little bit too slow on his feet. Wilson being asked to play a little bit more centrally than he's used to. Normally likes to cut in from that right hand side onto his left foot, but in today's game he's being asked to fill in for Andreas Pereira, who's a little bit tired from international duty with Brazil, as that's easy for Denier to intercept that one. So half an hour gone. It's still 0-0 here at Villa Park. Both teams playing with a little bit of trepidation and don't want to give anything away. Wilson turns, gives it back to Livramento. Sanson on the ball now. Livramento keeps his run going and he's been found really well in space. Livramento dinks it across but gets the cross wrong, and that's easy for Martinez. Fulham getting into more advanced positions and doing well, but not really as of yet having any noteworthy shots on target. Only Wilson's attempt was probably the best one that should have gone in and should have been a difference, as McGinn dinks one over the top looking for the pace of Leon Bailey, but Adebayo for Fulham is absolutely no slouch. Here is McGinn again, lays this one into Leon Bailey. On one more, Coutinho shoots and he gets his first shot blocked, and then Denier's on hand to close the door pretty quickly, as Mitrovic can hold on to this ball, dinks that up towards Martial. battling with Bednarak, and you'd imagine the tall centre-back's always going to win that one. 0-0 at half-time in this one. Fulham been the better of the two teams, but no goals to speak of yet. No personnel changes at half-time. Marco Silva's always been favouring the second half of pushing his full-backs on a little bit more from this 5 at the back shape, as Coutinho trying to just keep the ball here. Medi on it. Denayer coming to put a bit of pressure on. That's a lovely ball that has caught out Fulham a couple of times this season, most notably against Spurs, when Riyad Mahrez hit the post and Harry Kane put the ball in from a pretty open goal, as Berge is caught late. Referee says play on though. Wilson gives it back to Mitrovic. Robinson into Wilson again. Into Martial. Martial maybe could have gone on his own there, Anthony Martial. Went for the unselfishness and went for the pass. Not the right idea, as here is Medi on it again, looking to release Coutinho, who is on a bit of a run here. Lays this one in. The marking's terrible. Rabiot, what a save that is from Leno. And then what a block on that as well. Leno keeping his team in this one as it remains 0-0. That was an absolutely fabulous save from the German goalkeeper. And hopefully that livens up Fulham a little bit. Livramento finds Sanson. Tries to put it through to Martial. Too much on that. Oh, Martinez getting into a bit of trouble. Managed to just keep his composure and get that one away, as a ball is spread out to the right-hand side, as Mata is tackled very well by Sandra Berge. Up it goes to Mitrovic. Flicks it on. One more. Heavy touch from Wilson again. Just the touches of these Fulham players are letting them down at the moment. Coutinho. Medi. Holds on to the ball well. John McGinn. Up it goes to Mata. So that's it. Sandra Berge should have that one and just takes his time. Heads it back, or knocks it back to Bernd Leno. Livramento wins the header there and picks out Sanson. Playing against his former club, Sanson, and not having a good time of it at the moment. There's a shot from Medi over the bar. So substitution for Aston Villa, Adrian Rabiot, who probably should have scored a bit earlier on, replaced by Emiliano Buendia. And Fulham getting 4 substitutes ready at this break of the game. And we'll just rattle through them right now, because it's going to be Martial coming off for Makoko, Sanson, Wilson off for Pereira, Kazawa off for the left-back Robinson as well. So 4 changes for Fulham. Both teams making changes and getting fresh legs on to try and make the difference, as Adebayo picks out Berge. He hooks it out to Livramento on the opposite side, and that didn't find its target, that one of Paulinho, who's just come on. But here is Kamara. Plays that one forward, looking for Buendia. Fresh legs of Buendia. What can he do? He does give a bit of a slip, and it's a good block in front of that one, as Coutinho knocks it back to Digne. Here is Medi, and Denayer reads that one really well. Berge lays it up to Makoko. Just drops that one off, inviting Livramento forward. Livramento gives it back to Makoko. He's again looking for Livramento, but can't quite get that one done. And they could be in a bit of trouble here, Fulham, because Aston Villa have got men over and have got numbers forward, as Leon Bailey holds on to the ball. It goes for a power shot, but it's deflected wide behind Diop. 3 minutes to go. Medi is replaced by Danny Ings up front for Aston Villa, and Fulham using their final substitution to bring on Mbabu, to replace Livramento on the right-hand side. Last little bit of pep talk from Marco Silva, but with 3 minutes to go, could be heading towards a ball draw here, as Bailey is up against his man. Paulinho puts in a good tackle and gets the ball away sensibly as well. Kurzawa looks up towards Makoko, asking a lot of the youngster there. Really not going to make that one work, as here is John McGinn. Ball through. Leon Bailey. Oh, lovely bit of footwork to create a bit of space, but Kurzawa puts in a good tackle. Danny Ings picks up the loose ball. Bailey shoots left-footed. Leno holds it at the second attempt. Full time. 0-0 here at Villa Park. I'm not too upset with that. I think we are growing. We're building up into a good position here. As Medi had this shot that just... What was that one? That was deflected or went over. Yeah, terrible effort. A defeat and then a draw. You can't seem to get the better of them. How does it work? We've only played them once since I've been in charge. So we'll stick together. Give the team a little bit of morale. We're not blaming anyone. Close fought contest, everyone thought. Well, we did keep a clean sheet, so that's stupid. We saw 2 committed teams. Let's go for that one. It's going to be a difficult game. Hard work is its own reward, said the philosophical Marco Silva. So Leicester City up next, again just ahead of us in the table with this one. And yeah, well, 0-0. I'm hoping that we can create a few more chances against Leicester City, but I'm really not that annoyed with if we just continually pick up a couple of points. But it looks like Liverpool are playing Everton, which will be a massive game. So it's wet, it's windy, it's raining heavily in Fulham today at Craven Cottage. And they're taking on Leicester City, who have found a bit of form recently. Jamie Vardy has scored 3 in his last 3 games for the blue team from Leicester. Is that Leno? I don't know why Leno's got a big cut out of him at the stadium, but they're obviously very happy with his performances. A couple of changes for Fulham since the last game. Let's go through the teams now. So while the 2 sets of players are shaking hands, Fulham line up with Bernd Leno in goal, and Babu comes back in at right back, and Robinson keeps his place at left back. The back 3 centre-backs stay the same. Sanson comes in next to Berge. Pereira comes back into the starting lineup, and he's behind the number 9 and the number 10 of Anthony Martial and Alexandra Mitrovic. Harry Wilson and Daniel James might find their way on the bench for Fulham today. Danny Ward starts in goal for Leicester. Pereira, Evans, Soyuncu and Bertrand are the back 4. Mendy plays as the holding midfielder with Baraja, Pryatt, Tillmans and Perez in a midfield 4. And Jamie Vardy, 3 in 3 for him. He starts up front. On the bench, James Maddison, Patson Daka and Wilfred Ndidi. 3 big names find themselves dropped from the starting 11 for this one. And Mitrovic will get the game underway. And here we go to a raucous crowd here at Craven Cottage. It will be very interesting to see how it goes. And what I've done is given the ball straight to Jamie Vardy to start this game of football, which probably isn't the most sensible thing to do. Here is Iosi Perez on the ball. Just cuts that one back into midfield. And that is a referee. A great interception from Diop and then absolutely annihilated by Jamie Vardy there. As you can see, Leicester trying to put on our high press. So we're just going to take our time and build this one out from the back. There's Berge in towards Morgan Sanson. And Babu puts it back into the path of Sanson. A heavy touch. He just about got there but couldn't get the pass right. And here comes Jamie Vardy putting it out to the left-hand side to invite Ricardo Pereira forward. That was actually the right-hand side as well. And Denier intercepts that pass. Great defending from Fulham. They are getting a lot of connections, you feel now. They're becoming a bit more of a team. Better performances getting involved. And that really does help. Robinson. Great run there. Mitrovic tried to just put that through. Johnny Evans was having none of it though. Intercepted there. Tielemans out to Dennis Pratt. Up it goes over the top and not quite intercepted. But tossing Adebayo will give the ball straight into Jamie Vardy, whose shot goes straight at Leno. And you saw there that Janaya put in a slide tackle and just carried on sliding. But we do have the very athletic Mbabu back on the pitch, although that is not a good pass. Pratt into Mendy. Is it Pratt or Pryatt? I think it's Pratt. But Kika Baraja on the right-hand side. Oh, we've just snuck that one past Sander Berge there. As Baraja on it again, tries to give that through. Tielemans looked offside, is offside. 26 minutes gone and Vardy finally picks up a yellow card for that very rash tackle that we saw earlier on. Leno takes this one short into Adebayo. Adebayo just feeds it off to Robinson. We can just try and work this around a bit. That is not a good pass. That's a complete mishit. Luckily, their pass was mishit as well. It's a number of mishit passes there. And Babu says, I'm going to take control of the situation and win Fulham a free kick. And Iosi Perez just gets a talking to. Half an hour in and neither team have really been able to string enough passes together on the wet surface. Andreas Pereira just loses the ball again. A lot of easy possession changing hands and easy turnovers happening at the moment. Here is Kike Baraja again. Pratt goes up towards Vardy on that yellow card. Tielemans back to Vardy again. Here is Pratt. And he's put Jamie Vardy through a very clever pass there from Pratt, but Vardy's back heel doesn't quite come off. Robinson will get another attempt at keeping this in. He does very well, fooling the defender thinking it was going to go out, but Robinson has a long way to go here. Mitrovic holds it up again. Just it's sort of like a bobbling ball at the moment. No one can keep hold of it for long enough to create an attempt. Pratt comes forward. Good challenge on him. Robinson moves the ball on. Mitrovic holds it up well and gives it back to the American. Robinson could be in. Robinson, the defenders aren't coming towards him. Robinson can square it. Is it going to be a finish? It's hit the back of his leg. It's bouncing around and Danny Ward pounces. And that takes us into half time. I should have just shot with Robinson. I'm trying to get the perfect goal. Need to shoot more. So second half underway between Fulham and Leicester City. 0-0 at half time. Although Sanson has just put a good interception. But then his pass was intercepted as well as Pratt has the ball. Comes forward. Out it goes towards Ricardo Pereira. Slips that one inside. Here is Kiko Baraja. Into Pratt again. Trying to just make sure I don't dive in and give away a stupid penalty as Kiko Baraja holds it up, cuts it back, and Jamie Vardy makes it 4-4 for him and for Leicester City. He is a goal-scoring machine at the moment. Just pulled off Adebayo there. No one tracked the run in between him and Berge, and the volley home is absolutely superb. Jamie Vardy, 6 goals in 13, but 4 in his last 4 for Leicester City. And now Fulham have it all to do as Sanson tries to drive the team forward a little bit here. Andreas Pereira switches out towards Robinson. Tosin back towards Robinson. Tosin Adebayo again. Switches the play looking for Kevin and Babu. Wasn't the best pass up to the pacey right back. Sander Berge. Sanson. Just waiting for an option here. He's picked out Anthony Martial. Anthony Martial looks to skip past Soyuncu but can't do it. Flicks that one on. Oh, that's a poor pass. Trying to find Berge but got the pass all wrong. As Jamie Vardy now looks to come forward with it. Ricardo Pereira drops it back to Johnny Evans. Kiko Baraja. Ricardo Pereira again. A great tackle from Robinson to bring this away and launch a counter-attack as it's actually 3-on-2 here. And Robinson picks out Martial. Oh, it's a terrible touch and Soyuncu got back at him. Oh, and it's a wasted opportunity for Fulham again. Mbabu picks out Mitrovic into Andreas Pereira. Good save from Ward. And Bertrand just about stops the corner. Mbabu gets up to win the header. Mitrovic flicks it on. Shot. It's a weak shot there. Oh, Fulham are going to rue these chances. You just know it. As Soyuncu turns well away from Mitrovic. And here is Kike Barea. Tries to put it through. Good interception. Pereira. Mitrovic. Pereira. Anthony Martial made a great run but couldn't just get that ball through. And that has been the story of this game for Fulham so far. As here comes Kike Barea again. And a good tackle from Robinson. And with 10 minutes to go, both managers are turning to their bench. Mendy comes off for Leicester to be replaced by Wilfred and Ndidi. And a whole host of substitutions here coming on for Fulham. Using all 5 of their subs in one stint here. We're going to see both fullbacks changed and very attacking wingers coming on. Mitrovic off to be replaced by Mokoku and Koch coming on to replace Sanson in the middle. Sorry, 4 subs, not all 5. So we do have 1 left if we want to use it. But here is Pratt on the ball up against Sander Berge. Puts this one in towards Bereha. Bereha robbed really well by Tosin. Oh, just went for the first time pass around the corner there and couldn't pull it off. Here is Iosi Perez. Vardy, ball through. Oh, Leicester overcomplicating things there quite a lot because Vardy was in and could have shot but chose to lay the ball back as Diop has the ball now. Crossfield looks for Alejandro Garnacho, who's come on playing as a left wing back. Martial puts the ball through. Sander Berge puts it over one more. We're in on goal. It's the youngster Koch and he's missed the target. What a terrible finish from the young academy player for Fulham. Dreadful. As Dennis Pratt is replaced by James Maddison. And that should have been the game. That should have been 1-1 there. But the youngster has absolutely fluffed his lines. And, put through one on goal, 1-on-1. A lovely move from Fulham. But they could have another chance here because Daniel James is in again. Flicks this one back. Looking for a runner towards the penalty spot. No one was forthcoming. And Barajo controls it. But it's not 0-0, is it? It's 1-0 Leicester. I thought we had got a draw. Oh, but the youngster Koch, it was such a good opportunity and he's absolutely ballooned it wide. It was this one here in the 89th minute. Sander Berge did so well to put him in and he's just he's fired that so far wide from close range. Oh, it's an absolutely woeful finish. It's terrible. So not the results we were after. It was a 0-0 and a 1-0. Not good at all. Next up, I think, is West Ham, if I remember rightly. Yeah, West Ham and then Man United in the next episode, away and home. That should be a good episode. Hopefully, we can convert some of these chances. I just need to get my shooting boots on. That's what we need to do. Oh, we've got someone here wanting a chat. Robinson, thanks for listening to... Yeah, you did great performance. You did well at left back. You're playing well, Robinson. I quite like having the rotation options that we've got there. But yes, we'll be back for the next episode to play West Ham and Man United. See you then.